Hello. Good morning, students. Class 12, CBSE. 11 by Computer Science. We'll start chapter first. What is Python? Python is a popular programming language. It was created by Udo van Dusson and released in 1991. It is used for web development, software development, mathematics, system scripting, and artificial intelligence. And now we are using robotics also. Now, what can Python do? That means Python what can do? Python can be used on a server to create web applications. Python can be used alongside software to create workflows. Python can connect to database system. It can also read and modify files. Python can be used to handle big data, data scientists, and complex mathematics algorithm we can solve. Python can be used to rapid prototyping or for productions ready software developers. Now, these two we can perform different tasks. Suppose if you are go to design a web application, so you have to learn Django with Python. And number of libraries there, everything is dependent in each library. Suppose you are working AI, so you have to go to TensorFlow and Keras. Suppose you are using robotics, so you should go to Raspberry Pi, PyRobot, header files. So now why Python? Python works on a different platform, Windows, Macintosh, Linux, Raspberry Pi, etc. Python has a simple syntax similar to the English language. Python is a syntax that allows developers to write programs with fewer lines than some other programming languages. Python runs on an interpreter system, meaning that code can be executed as soon as it is written. That means Python can be created procedural way, object-oriented way, and functional. Good to know. Python 3 now is going to market. Earlier we are using Python 2. Now every month and every year it will be updated versions coming out. And we can use different environment through the Python, Thony, PyCharm, NetBeans, Eclipse, Anaconda, Miniconda, and Jupyter Lab. We can use Python in that environment. Python syntax compared to other programming language. Python was designed for readability and had some similarities to the English language with influence from mathematics. Python uses new lines to complete a command as opposed to other programming language, which often use semicolons or parentheses. Python relies on indentation using white space to redefine scope, such as the scope of loops, functions, and classes. Other programming languages often use curly brackets for this. Python install, just go to the python.org and you can see that of the version. Suppose check version in that code, type the Python, just set the Python in command prompt. Just do it themselves. Go to the Python and then copy this text and set the environment variable. Environment variable and create new. Now Python, then first. This is the system path setting. Now other script is there. So Python and Python. Now Python 3.8. Now script folder is there. Script and this copy this path and just go to the once again environment variable and just account and click new. Now scripts, then test, and then copy. Now close. So you can set this title path easily. Now this is the website we can install and download the Python version. Now how can we create the command? So first step, this is the Python idle. If you want to create a command, just type the hash and hello, and then you see the output. This is the no use. Only disable code we can use in the Python. Suppose just basic syntax. If I type in 3 plus 4, it's close to 7. So no need to any name and anything else. Now creating variables. Variable that means a value should be changed during the executions. Python has a no command for declaring a variable. A variable is created the moment you first assign a value to example, just like that. You can see that. Suppose x is equals to 5, y is equals to 6, and z is equals to x multiplied by y. Now you see the output. Now z is the, then you can see the output. So we can assign the variable value. Now variable names should be a short name on a chain, like that x and y, or more visible age, car name, total, volume, rules for Python. Now a variable name must start with a letter or the underscore characters. A variable name cannot start with a number. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. A to Z, 0 to 9, and hyphen we can underscore we can use. Variable names are case sensitive. Suppose if you are using small s, then you have to, suppose you are in capital S, that means you have to use that type of code only. So legal variable names is there, my word, that string, my underscore where, underscore my underscore where, my where. We can use that type of the combination. We cannot use numbers, special character in starting and ending. So now Python variable assign a multiple values. We can assign multiple values Python variable. Now a is equals to. You can see that multiple value. How can we suppose a comma b comma c is equals to 6 comma 8 comma 10. Now b is equals to a plus b plus c. Now d is there. So you can see the output. We can assign multiple value and multiple variable at the same sentence. Now output variables. The Python print statement is often used to output variables to combine both text and a variable. Python uses the plus collector example. X is equals to orison print Python. So you can see that type of code also. So just X is equals to now print of X. Now you can see the output. This is the way we can also, otherwise we can use direct without print command, no issue. So number and etc. string we can use the type of this code also we can use how. Suppose x is equals to 10 and y equals to Python. So now x plus y. Error there because print command we have to use x plus y. Now unsupported operators integer assigned error. Assigned error. What's that? Python shell line 1 what for the same. That's the unsupported operand plus this is there are something regarding our compiler. Let's start once again. So there is Anaconda 3. Now this is the Anaconda editor. You can use directly object code in Python also. So wait, I'll just show you. Now global variable that are created outside of a function, as in all of the example above, are known as a global variable. So create a variable, define a functions, then see the output. How to define a function? I'll just show you. Right, this is the, and then you just create Python new. And, this is the editor that is like Anaconda. Okay, now x is equals to 5 and y is equals to th. And now print command x plus y and see the output. Now unsupported operand or plus integer answer. So this is the error. We cannot unsupported. Now what are you doing? If you try combine string and number, string and number strike over, that will give the error. Okay. Now, if I am using separate, then it will be displayed. Now x and y, you can see the output. Okay, you can see the output directly, but string and integer cannot be matched together. Now define a function, simple task here. So def keyword is here. Before suppose def h1 is a function, and now this is the criteria. Print hello and get my function code h1 and then see the output. This is the, we can design a function for this. Okay. So if you create a variable with the same name inside a function, this variable will be local and can only be used inside a function. But suppose if you are using this variable in outside the function, that is the global variable. So we can create global variable just like that. You can see that just I copy this code and paste that one, and you can see that. Now this is the global variable. Now this is the global variable. Now this is a function we are declaring. Now this is the value of x, and this is the print command, and this is the calling function working. Function calling. So now see the output. Python as a fantastic. So Python is the message, and we can combine out the value of x. Okay. So x is the global variable. When we use a local variable, that is should be output of the. Okay. Now I'll just show you how can we use global variable. Just print that code and tell that what print Python is x. Now see the output. Python is. This is the local scope of the variable, and this is the global scope of the variable. Now just Python data types. Python having a different type of data types: text type, numeric types, sequence type, mapping, set types, boolean, binary. Text only one string. Numeric, integer, float, and complex. We are having three type of variable. data types: sequence, list, tuple, and range. Mapping, dictionary. Set types: set and frozen set. Boolean, only Boolean, true and false. Binary, bytes, byte array, and memory. Now getting the data types. Just you know that I realized x is equal to 5. X hello world, that means string. X is equal to 20, that means integer. 20.5 float. X 1j. X 1j. I'll just show you. It's either is okay. X is equals to 1j. Now see the type of X and see the output. This is a complex type. Suppose X is equals to 20 and users type the type of X. You can see the integer. Now X is equals to 20.5. Now place the type of X and you see the output float. Now suppose X is equals to hello. Okay. Now type X, you can see the string value is there. So this is the suppose a dictionary of X, and this is the output error because dictionary we can use. But I see of X. That is not. So we cannot call dictionary. Dictionary will have to create how X is supposed to curly braces. And now first one have to create the dictionary. X, so suppose 1 is equals to I. Now 2 is equals to hello. Now see the output of X. This is the key. 1 and 2 is the key, and 5 and hello is the set pair. So this is the dictionary. Now type X. So this is the dictionary class type. Okay. Now apple, banana, and cherry is a list, and the list we can create a simple list. List 1 is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the list. Now list 1, list type, and now we can show that type list 1, and this is the list. Now tuple. Tuple we can create simple. Just we have to break it 1, 2, 3. Now T group P. So only difference in list we are using square bracket, dictionary we are using curly braces, and tuple we are using parentheses. Clear? Now specific data type settings: string, hello world, integer, float. These are the data types. Memory view, byte 5, byte array. So this is the basic of Python. Now I just show you different type of operator work. Suppose 2 plus 3. Just see the output. This is the arithmetic operator. Now 2 greater than 3. This is the Boolean type of operators. Because result is 2 and 4. So this is the first class on the basic of Python things. Next class will start dictionary, tuple, and list, functions and using of list, mapping, mutable, immutable. These are the things we are studying next class. We cover this topic. Just thank you. Have a nice day.